On this episode of Captain's Tales, we're angling from the black water of the backcountry to the blue-green water of the Gulf of Mexico in today's trio of fish tales.
It's a gorgeous backcountry fish right there. Papa, come here, baby.
That's a nice fish. Big mutton.
Throughout maritime history, there have been experts on the water who knew how to navigate and locate their bounty. These individuals held the secrets to where, when, and how. This still holds true today. Get ready for an angling experience filled with sea secrets, fantastic fishing, and great destinations. For on this show, it's only the captain and the camera. We start off traveling deep into the dark water of the backcountry with Captain Al Keller. Captain Al's known for his fishing prowess on the tournament trail, and he's taking us for some exciting topwater plug action.
Today I'm out using a mirror lure. This is a top pup, probably one of my favorite lures. I'll fish this on my tournament trails from Northeast Florida, Louisiana, all the way to Texas. It's a great walking bait. It does have a sound chamber in it, but it's a very low sounding rattle to it, and I think it drives the fish a little bit more crazy. The way that I like to tie is this has just a solid eye point. It doesn't have a split ring attached to it, so I'll use a loop knot to attach it. This knot is called a non-slip mono loop. Form an overhand knot, make it kind of small so you can work with it. Feed it through. And then I'm going to take my tag in, place it inside that overhand knot, pull on that tag in to adjust the knot size. I want my loop to be that big, a nice small loop, but still able to give action to the lure. I'm going to wrap it towards myself 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now, as I came towards you when I was putting a tag in, now I want to put the tag in coming back at me through that overhand knot right there. And as I do that, that overhand knot is going to cinch down, then these overhand wraps are going to cinch down right on top of that and pull it together. Now the nice thing about this is that tag in faces backwards. It doesn't stick straight out or it doesn't stick forward. So that way it'll catch less grass if it's going through the water with that tag. Clip it pretty close, and that right there will give your bait a lot better action. Thought I had him that time. He really took a swipe at it that time. And I mean, I'm literally almost a rod length away from where he whacked that thing. So, but throwing topwater plugs like that, and if you see a fish comes up and he just keeps missing that topwater, and if you got somebody else on the boat or just yourself, grab another rod that may have a subsurface, like a jig or something, toss it right over it, and he'll definitely eat it and get it a lot better than he will that topwater plug. But I just like hitting that topwater plug myself. Big red. Oh. Boy, he just glued on that thing just right last second. Came off the shoreline and just drilled it. Oh, it's a nice red. Right in this side. He's a nice fish. Pretty good. Gentle. Just right inside the gill onto his lower jaw. I'll grab him. There. Pull it out of my finger real quick. Idea, but it's a nice little backwater redfish. He's got some nice color to him. You can probably hear him drumming every once in a while. But he's got an inferior mouth. As you can see how that is always pointed kind of a downward. For him to come up and get a topwater plug is kind of an effort. So I just missed one off that last point back there and had this one come up and get it. So you can see they have a real nice hard nose right there for rooting around, and their eyes are always slanted forward and a downward angle so they can root and look for crustaceans along the bottom. But they absolutely like to come up and get a topwater plug every once in a while. So we'll let this guy go. We can fight again. Oh, yeah, he's got no problems. Excellent. Hey, hope you guys enjoyed it. The rod that I like to use that Loomis has come out with, it's kind of a little short handle on it, and it's their bronze back series that they have, and it's actually a smallmouth bass rod, and it's a 5'10" rod, but it's rated for a 1/4 to 3/4 ounce weight of lure. And for pitching baits back into these mangroves, having a lot shorter rod tends to be able to load it up a lot quicker. And not having such a long rod, I can kind of just do real quick little pitches into tight little coves, and it's a lot more accurate than fishing with, say, a standard 7-foot bait casting style rod. This is a great little outfit. Right in that lower meat of the jaw. That's a nice one there. Look how dark his fins are, his back. It's a gorgeous backcountry fish right there. Let you go here, fish. Thank you very much, Mr. Snook. His back almost matches the color of the water, how dark he is. He just disappears into that dark water. Awesome. Topwater plug-in. It's finest right here in the 10,000 Islands. It's great.
Next up, we learn some secrets and surprises fishing deep water along the mangroves with Captain Danny Fabian.
Like a tree like that that's all in the water, there's just a bunch of fish underneath of it. The current slows a little bit to go through the limbs, and they can rest up against the limbs, and it's a cover for them for dolphins and everything else that wants to eat them. And they can hide in amongst the limbs of that tree. When something passes by that tree, they reach out and grab it. See him? Goliath grouper. Now, that was a lucky shot. Normally, I don't know if I'd be able to land this fish, but we got him away from the bank, we lucked out, and we're gonna land him. He's still acting like he doesn't know he's hooked. He ain't even pulled drag out yet. There's a little bit of drag. I might have pulled that out. There he goes. There he goes. Now, you don't get a lot of opportunities to sight fish Goliath grouper, but when you do, it's always fun. Anytime you can sight fish. And one thing you don't want to do with these, you don't want to try and horse them. Let them go, let them run. When they're done, you take them. In the situation that we're in now, of course, most of the time they're so, there's our tarpon just rolled right there. A lot of times you're going to be too close to the bank. You won't always be as lucky as I was to be able to drag him out like that. Oh, he just got in a stick down the bottom. Oh, he came out, All right, buddy, come on. One of the things about a deep water spot is you're not just going for reds or just for snook or just for grouper. There's a little bit of everything normally in a deep water shoreline, and you might catch 6, 8, 10 different species, all in one spot. And that's really what I like about fishing deep water. All the big Goliaths are way offshore, and it's just not true. There's some over 100 back in these waters. I'm sure there's some over 200 back in these waters. You don't catch them because you're usually not using that kind of gear inshore. But they're back here. You get your butt kicked, and that's possibly what it was. They've told us that you, mostly on the Florida Fish Report, I think is where everybody heard it, is that you're not supposed to pull these fish on the boat. It's illegal to pull them on the boat, and hundreds of pictures you've seen with them on the boat, but not supposed to, so we're going to play it by the book today. Release them right in the edge of the water there. Leave them in. Come here, baby. Now, you see how the circle hook is right in his mouth? Now, this leader is like brand new. Not even a chafe on there. And that's what's great about circle hooks. You can fish light leader, 30 or 40, and you don't have to worry about the Snook or Goliath grouper or whatever it may be to wear through the leader because they're not coming in any contact with it. And where you lose a lot of big fish with conventional hooks, these circle hooks, you lose a lot. Once you've got them hooked, you lose a lot less fish because of this. Now, they don't like to come out, and that's another good part about it. There he goes. All right. And that is about a, I don't know, say 14-pounder maybe. And there he goes. One down. A whole bunch more to go.
We now take you offshore for some bottom fishing techniques. At the helm are Captain Vic Vazquez and Captain Chris Emerine.
What I'm doing is mixing up a little bit of ground up fish, just regular chum, with oats and some sand. Just mix it all together. The oats will soak in the fish oil, and the sand will mix with the chum and the oats, and that's what'll take it down to the bottom and hopefully bring the yellowtail up. And what you want to do is, when you first start chumming, you want to chum pretty heavily because you want to draw the fish up, but once you get the fish going, you don't want to overfeed them. So I usually start off pretty heavy, wait a little bit, and then start slowing down once we start catching the fish. Uh-oh! Oh! Thank you. Oh, he's back. Oh! No! Oh! Okay, we gotta catch that coming. Look at the size of that yellowtail. Nice yellowtail. During the summer months, we have to put up with the kudas. Look at that, he wants to come back and grab it. That's the only bad thing about yellowtail in the summertime, is that you have so many kudas. It's more speed cranking than anything else because you gotta get them up through the gauntlet.
Cuda sitting right there next to me. Let's see if we can get it past these. No, it's a nice yellowtail. Nice yellowtail.
One motion, bring it in the boat.
Another nice tail. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's a flag. Use a rag? Yeah?
Yeah.
She'll flip right out of you. There's a rag right there.
It's a nice one.
What we're fishing for today is yellowtail snapper. We're at about 55 miles off of Naples in about 110 feet of water. Got a 1/4 ounce jig head. I'm using a Penn Sargus 5000. It's loaded with about 15-pound test line. I've got a long fluorocarbon leader. This is 20. We like to start with 20. If we can get away with it, we'll use the 20 as a leader. And if we don't get any bites, then we scale down to maybe 15 or 17 or 12 pound. Normally 20 works pretty good out here. But I like to use a long leader, maybe 12, 15 feet. Any piece of fresh bait will work. Sardines, threads, piece of bonita, blue runner, anything like that will work. And try to hide the hook as much as possible. Just hook it a couple times and take a nice scoop. Throw that in the water. Then you want to drop the bait right inside the chum. I'm gonna leave the bail open. I like to cup my hand around the spool so I can feel the line going out. That way, if a fish bites it or takes it, I can feel the bite. And what you want to do is you don't really want to set the hook too much. You just flip the bail over and start cranking. You have so much line out there and there's so much stretch with the monofilament that you don't really need to set the hook. There we go. See how he's spitting out the chum? See that? That's what we're after. That pretty fish?
Huh?
They like pink.
Yes, they do.
Double flags.
A nice one. Huh?
Twins. There you go. You got them? Got to crank fast. Go, 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 go. He had a yellowtail.
Now I got something better.
Something bigger. Oh, there's one. Oh, I missed him.
I think I might run out of line.
That would not be a good thing. Might be a, there you go, tighten her down. Don't let it go anymore. That's it. It might be a big kingfish, could be a cobia.
Gain back a little bit of line here. Man, he blistered.
Yeah. Get mine out of your way. I've got blackfin tuna out here. Could be a bonita, big bonita. Could be a kingfish. All of those are Cuda food. Cuda loves kingfish, tuna, bonitas.
We got Cudas are all still circling all around us, so.
Yep. And we also have big mutton snappers here.
Vic, man,
Good job.
that is an amazing fish right there.
That's a nice one. Boy, he wanted that.
Man, the way he took off with that.
You want to hold him up?
Yeah, let me hold that thing.
That's what it gives.
I don't think I've ever caught one that big. Look how fat that belly is. Well, let's get back to catching.
Closed captioning brought to you by Moonlighter Push Poles and Nets. Join us again next week for another episode of Captain's Tales, and try one more fishing spot online. Log on to www.captainstales.com.